Welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast with Scott MacKenzie. Scott is a passionate industry professional dedicated to transferring cutting-edge, industry-focused innovations and trends while highlighting the men and women who keep the world moving. So put on your hard hat, grab your work boots, and let's go.
All right, industry professionals, thank you very much for joining Industrial Talk, and thank you for your continued support of a wonderful platform that is dedicated to you. You are bold, brave, you dare greatly, you innovate, you collaborate. You're solving problems, making the world a better place. That's why this platform is for you. And I'm just accessing the you. That's you. I'm out on the video. And we are broadcasting on site. FABTECH here in New Orleans, Louisiana. No, it's not in New Orleans. That's another event. It is in Orlando. Same sort of thing. It's in Orlando. And it is a collection of problem solvers. It is a massive event that you must attend. If you're in the world of manufacturing, you need to do that. Go out to FABTECH, find out more, and be a part of this ever-expanding ecosystem of incredible problem solvers here at FABTECH. All right. He's been on the show before. It was in Atlanta. It's been a couple of years. All right. Steve Robert's in the house, so let's get cracking. Sorry for calling you Steve. Got another Steve.
It happens.
No, it doesn't. Too many names. You having a good show?
Yeah, it's great to connect with people, you know, and just people you haven't seen in a year or people you've talked to throughout, some people you've done deals with even. Yeah. You know, just they're here, and I call it STS.
What's that?
Shooting the shit.
Yeah, amen to that.
Yeah.
And we need to do more of it.
Yeah,
it's vital to just success. I mean, you just need to do it. And I think that FABTECH is the way to go.
And it also just feels good to connect with people. I mean, obviously we're people, right? So just to see somebody again and again over the course of a couple of years, and you know, some of them you do business with them, most of them you don't, but eventually you could.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you, give us a little background on who you are, and then we're going to get into something that's near and dear to my heart, and that is the telling of the story of manufacturing, and then you have that company that allows you to do that.
So my company's Video for Manufacturing. And
pretty straightforward.
Yeah, we try to brand it well.
Yeah.
We're marketers. We're sales and marketing people. So
absolutely. There you go.
We lead by example.
That's right. Industrial talk. What are you going to talk about? Industrial stuff. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So we position ourselves, though, as a digital marketing company, not as a video production company, because we're all about the sales and marketing goals, and then the content second. So a lot of people want to start with talking about video, and I'm like, what's your business objectives? Literally 15 minutes before this conversation, I spoke to somebody I've been talking to for a couple of years, and they said, well, when we get our website done, we might want a corporate overview video. Their website is done. He showed it to me on an iPad. I'm like, this is great. I said, are you working with an SEO company to rank it? He's like, yes. I'm like, well, you may want to not do that corporate overview video. And he looked at me like I was crazy. I said, you may want to take that budget for a nice corporate overview video, and rather than get one corporate overview video, you're getting maybe 5 or 10 smaller FAQ videos that answer questions that people are searching on. You can give those videos to your search engine optimization company and rank those pages. Yeah. It's a much better investment because you're getting 10 pieces of content versus one from that investment. Now, I'm not saying never do that corporate overview video, but where is he spending his money now? On search. So therefore, that goes back into we're a digital marketing company working around those sales and marketing goals. Yeah. First, how does video plug into that?
And it makes sense. I hear what you're saying, and I agree. And maybe it's a pushback, but you're the professional. You know what to do. But Will I watch a corporate video, or will I watch a video that addresses a problem I'm having? And I'm going to gravitate to the one that solves my problem, or at least address it. Am I sort of off base there?
You are not off base, but you will watch both of them. Right? That's the goal, is developing a plan. And if you're a manufacturing company, the goal is to develop a plan. So you start with your business objectives, going back to this company I just spoke with, SEO first, And then 6 months, a year later, do that corporate overview video. And then after that, do product videos or case study videos. So it's not a one and done strategy. And that's one of the things that's really changed since we last spoke a couple of years ago, is that companies are understanding that they need to be deliberate and planned with their video investments. Whereas before, it was kind of like ad hoc. You know, they would do a product and then they might do a video after that or something in-house or whatever. Now, it's okay, I need to have video as part of the product launch strategy, as part of my website SEO planning, or whatever that initiative might be. So there's a deliberacy and a planned integration of video content. It's just more strategic.
What made that happen? I mean, what sort of earth-shattering event brought that to the attention of some of these multiple manufacturers out here? They're saying, hey, you need to be more deliberate in your marketing. What happened before? Because you're right. It was just, here's a piece of pasta. Let me just sort of slap it up against the wall, and then, look at me, I'm doing marketing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just part of the natural adoption curve of technology.
Yeah.
That's one thing. The other thing, I hope it's me. Educating and informing people of what they should be doing. But I also think more companies have done video successfully or not successfully, but understand that it is important and they're now doing it right. And again, I think that's part of the just regular adoption curve. If you look at websites, email marketing, social media, like these are things that people kind of spent money, they kind of didn't spend money, they got it right, they didn't get it right, but they understood it was important, they stuck with it until they got it right. And that's what the trajectory of video still is on.
I think you bring up a good point about just sticking to it. There's interrupt me if you have to, but I think that companies have to really be very pragmatic in their marketing approach, but they have to do it. And I think that there's this human element that they've got to show, they've got to demonstrate. Gone are the days that I just want to watch. Hi, we're Acme Corporation. We've been around since 100 and some odd years, and I don't want to see that. I want to see people. I want to see human. Do you find that is that resonating out there? Is that what people are just realizing that they've got to do, whether you like it or not, whether it's uncomfortable or not?
Yes and no. Very few companies get that. You walk around the show here, and you'll see a lot of companies with machines, and the videos are amazing.
Oh,
they're great.
Absolutely.
But they have no people in them. And I think from what I hear is that it's hard for them to coach their people. Their people don't want to be on camera, which is the myth of hiring video production company, because they think it's all about the cameras and equipment. It's not. It's about the planning. It's about the coaching. It's about the directing. So people do look and speak like they normally are at a trade show or on a Zoom call or in person.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that they're perfect, because we all watch video of actors or on TV and they're perfect. And that's our thought process. We need to be perfect on video, and we don't. You and I right now, right? We're not perfect on this, but we're professionals and we work through it. And when companies get to that point to work with us, they understand that, and then they get people on their videos, which perform better than videos without people, because of exactly what you said.
Yeah.
You want to see people, and people buy from people.
I guilty as charged. I definitely want to see the people. I get it. I see the car. I want that car. That's a great car, but I want more. I want to be able to have that human, connection. And I think in the world of manufacturing, in this particular market, I think that it's more crucial than ever, and it's doable. And I think that, to your point, do you have to be perfect? The perfection train left the station for me years ago, and I don't. It's like, no, people aren't.
Yep.
Be real.
Be real. Anybody listening to this, if you've ever watched a musical performance, dance performance, any type of performance, I guarantee you those people have messed up. You just don't know it because they play right through it.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We coach and direct, with a plan, and we just want people to talk about what they know and be normal.
Why is it important? I mean, why is for these manufacturers to set out that plan if they haven't? I mean, it makes sense to the bottom line, right?
Yes, 100%. I mean, again, video, when you do it right, mimics the sales process. We've heard, well, I want to talk to people. I want to get in front of people. Well, guess what? Video is going to do that even more because, number one, people are going to watch video before they read. Number two, when they watch, they're going to get more information than they ever have with spending time reading, and they're going to be more qualified to talk with you and more informed and more educated and more in a buying position. So you have to assume they're going to do their research anyway, and the more empowered you can make them, the more qualified they are. And that's what drives the bottom line. Yeah,
the percentage of, if I'm in the marketplace to buy a widget, manufacturing, whatever, I'm doing my due diligence. I'm going out on the World Wide Web. I'm going to find out as much information as I possibly can before I contact you. Mm-hmm. And so I'm well educated.
Yep. Let's take another example. Yeah. That company not just finding you online, but meeting you at FABTECH.
Yeah.
All right. So video is the new sales sheet. And we did a project for Andritz. They're all the way down on the other side of the hall.
In the concourse,
in the
which
concourse.
is about a mile away.
We did a product overview video, and then we did a series of 6 or 7 FAQ videos off of that, right? And it was a steel line. It was give me a second.
You could say disgronificator. And it would be fine. Yeah, and it would be fine because I wouldn't know.
It was a steel. It was like a inspection line. Thank you. It was an inspection line, and the inspection line had 7 different parts. So we did the first video was 8 minutes long. It went through all these different parts, and then the other videos were like we peeled back the onion on all these different parts, right? So in aggregate, that one high-level video and the 7 FAQ videos encompass the sales brochure, right? Because video is a new sales brochure. So, I don't know, $2 million, $3 million purchase. So imagine the decision-making committee reading about this, right? Because people say, oh, shorter is better. But think about what this decision-making committee needed to do in order to buy this, which spend a lot of time on Zoom calls, presentations, visit the facility.
Yeah.
How much time, money, and effort would go into that versus watching an 8-minute video 3 or 4 times, right? So again, going back to why video is the killer sales tool, this is why. And once that organization got to the point of deciding, okay, we're going to spend our time, money to go visit, they're like already made the decision because they've spent all the time watching all of those videos and still having Zoom meetings with the people.
Yeah. And just like being perfect, we have somebody announcing during your fine conversation, and I have no idea what she's saying.
Yeah,
but apparently it's important. It has to happen. So, where do you see sort of things are going? What's that future? Put that future hat on, and in the world of marketing, I struggle to a certain extent, and maybe I'm not the right example, but I struggle with reading. I want to see a video. Mm-hmm. I want to see somebody sort of, and then I go out to YouTube all the time, right? And I'm like, how do I do this? YouTube it. I'm not reading it, and I could fast forward. I could say, no, I know. There, I don't know that. Mm-hmm. That type.
Yep. And it's device agnostic as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
So our personal behavior has always driven our business behavior, and that's, you mentioned YouTube in your personal life, and that's why video is going to be so important in the sales process. So where I see things going is where companies are going to not stop doing marketing videos, we're going to do more sales videos. They think a marketing video is a sales video. No, a marketing video is what we see here about the machines.
Right.
It's not personal, it's not informative, it's not, like one-to-one, talk to me about this particular thing and answer my questions.
Right.
Like you would in the sales process. So if you can strategically integrate video and align that process, that's the companies that are going to win with video.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a foregone conclusion. You just got to do it. And I think your point about, I think that there needs to be that pragmatic approach. There's more information out there, and do it in the right way, not just because somebody says we need to do a video. There's a strategy behind that. So I just think everything aligns well with that.
Yep.
How does somebody get a hold of you?
Go to videoformanufacturing.com.
It's great that you
phone number and email.
You got that URL. That's very good. You're out on LinkedIn?
I am on LinkedIn as well.
All right, there you go.
All right.
His name's Robert, not Steve. See, I made a mistake, but I corrected it. So you make a note of it. I made it into a benefit now. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up on the other side. We are broadcasting from FABTECH here in Orlando. And I said New Orleans last time. Now it's in Orlando. So I made a mistake there. Yeah, we're still here. It hasn't changed. I haven't gone to the Big Easy. But anyway, put this on your calendar. You must put this on your calendar. Be a part of FABTECH next year. It's in Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Back in Chicago.
Robert knows. All right. We're going to wrap it up on the other side. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
There you go.
You're listening to the Industrial Talk Podcast Network.
I know you. I know you're dragging your feet. You're saying to yourself, how can I avoid doing media? You're doing it, but you need to do it. You need to just find individuals like Robert, MultiVision Digital, to help you. Yeah, you need to do it. Your story needs to be told. It needs to be amplified. It needs to be, you need to make sure that people are aware of what you are doing to solve problems. And that means you're going to have to put yourself out there. Yep, that's the reality of it. Industrial Talk is here for you. Industry professionals speaking of amplifying your message. You have a podcast, you want a podcast, you have technology, if you have a story to tell, I make it easy peasy. Contact me, industrialtalk.com. All right, be bold, be brave, dare greatly, hang out with Robert, change the world. We're going to have another great conversation shortly, so stay tuned.